Somewhere in America, right now, an older couple is sitting at their kitchen table worrying about money, counting it twice, deciding what they can and cannot afford this month. And there is a very good chance that, in a government office not 10 miles from their house, there is money sitting there with their name on it. Money they are legally entitled to. Money that nobody ever told them to go and claim. They are not struggling because they did something wrong. They are stretched thin because of something almost nobody talks about. America hands its seniors a whole set of benefits, exemptions, and free programs worth thousands of dollars a year, and then does almost nothing to tell them these things exist. You have to know to ask, and if you do not ask, you simply pay. Year after year after year. Let me give you one number that proves it. According to the AARP Foundation, more than 9 million older Americans qualify for relief on their property taxes. Of those 9 million, the share who actually claim it is around 8%. 8. That means more than 9 out of every 10 people who could be paying less are paying full price on the single biggest bill most retirees have, purely because no one handed them the form. So this is 7 things that most American seniors over 65 can get for free, or close to it, and that most of them never claim. Real programs, real dollars. And for every single one, I am going to tell you exactly what it is and how to go and get it, because a tip you cannot act on is worthless. One promise before we start, and it matters. I am going to be honest with you the whole way through. I will tell you who qualifies and who does not, because the last thing a person on a fixed income needs is false hope. So take these as doors worth knocking on, and always check the details for your own state, because that is where the real answer lives. Let us start with the big one, the one leaving the most money on the table. Number 1, the property tax break almost nobody claims. This is the $9 million secret we just talked about, and it is number 1 because for most homeowners, property tax is the largest single bill they pay all year, and it never stops, not even after the mortgage is gone. Here is what almost nobody tells you. The great majority of states and thousands of individual counties offer older homeowners a way to lower that bill, sometimes dramatically. It comes in 3 flavors. The first is an exemption, which simply chops a chunk off the taxable value of your home, so you are taxed on less. The second is a freeze, which locks your bill in place so it can never climb again while you live there, even as values around you soar. And the third, for those who need it, is a deferral, which lets you delay the tax entirely until the home is eventually sold. Now here is the part you need to hear. Nobody mails this to you. Your county will happily keep charging you the full amount forever because the system is built so that you have to apply. You have to raise your hand. So the move is simple. Call your county assessor's office or your local tax office and ask one question. What property tax relief do you offer for seniors, and am I eligible? That one phone call has saved people hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars a year, every year, for the rest of their lives. It might be the most valuable phone call you make all year. Number 2, the program that pays your Medicare premium for you. If you are on Medicare, look at your Social Security check, because there is a very good chance the government is quietly pulling money out of it every single month for your Part B premium. In 2026, that premium is $202.90 a month. That is real money, more than $2,400 a year coming straight out of your check before you ever see it. Now here is what most people do not know. There is a set of programs called the Medicare Savings Programs that will pay that premium for you, pay it entirely, which means that $200 a month stops leaving your check and starts staying in your pocket. That is roughly $2,400 a year back in your hands. And it gets better, because the strongest version of these programs also covers your deductibles and your share of the costs, and it can automatically unlock what is called extra help, which slashes what you pay for your prescription drugs down to just a few dollars each. Here is the scandal. According to the government's own numbers, more than 2 million people who qualify for these programs are not signed up. 2 million people leaving $2,400 a year on the table because nobody told them. These are run through your state, usually the Medicaid office, and yes, there are income limits, but they are higher than most people assume, and several states have loosened them further. So the move is to contact your state Medicaid office or your local state health insurance assistance program and ask about the Medicare savings programs. It is about a 30-minute conversation to potentially win back $2,000 a year. Number 3, the brand new tax break Congress just handed you. This one is fresh, most people missed it, and it is money you can claim on your very next tax return. Recently, a new law created what people are calling the senior bonus, an extra tax deduction built specifically for Americans 65 and older. It is worth up to $6,000 per person. If you are a married couple and you are both 65, that is up to $12,000 knocked off your taxable income. And here is the unusual part that makes it so valuable. Most tax breaks force you to choose. This one does not. You get this deduction whether you itemize or whether you take the standard deduction. Almost nothing works that way. It sits right on top of the extra deduction seniors already get for being over 65. Now, I promised you honesty, so here are the 2 catches, and you need both. First, it is temporary. It applies to the tax years 2025 through 2028, and then it is scheduled to disappear, so this is a use-it-now situation. And second, it phases out at higher incomes, fading away for individuals earning above $75,000 and couples above $150,000. But for the vast majority of retirees living on a normal income, this is thousands of dollars in tax you simply do not have to pay, starting now. Most seniors did not fully use it in its first year, purely because they did not know it existed. Do not be one of them. Now, before the next one, let me ask you a small favor, and I promise it is the kind that actually helps a real person. If what you have heard so far is useful, think of one person in your life who is over 65 and could use an extra couple $1,000s this year. A parent, a neighbor, a friend from church, your own spouse. Share this video with them. I mean it. Most people never claim these things for one reason only, because nobody they trusted ever told them. You can be that person for someone today, and it costs you nothing. And while you are at it, leave a comment telling me which state you are in, because the details vary by state, and other viewers reading the comments genuinely help each other find the local answers. This little community we are building in the comments has become one of the most useful parts of this whole channel. Alright, number 4, the free expert who will find every dollar for you. Here is the beautiful thing about everything on this list. There are people whose entire job is to help you claim it, and they will do it for free. They are called the Tax Counseling for the Elderly Program and the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, and the largest of them is run by the AARP Foundation, called TaxAid. These are free tax preparers, trained and certified, and one of these programs is aimed specifically at people 60 and older. They will sit down with you, go through your situation, and prepare your taxes at no cost. And here is why this matters so much for everything else we are talking about. A good volunteer will make sure you actually claim that new senior bonus we just discussed. They will catch the credits you are owed. They will find money you did not know you were leaving behind. And no, you do not have to be a member of AARP to use TaxAid. It is open, it is free, and it is in every single state. When tax season comes, search for the IRS Free Tax Preparation Locator or call the AARP TaxAid line and book an appointment. You may walk out with a refund you never expected, and you will not have paid a dime for the help. Number 5, the $80 key to every national park for the rest of your life. Let us have a little joy on this list, because it is not all bills and paperwork. If you are 62 or older, you are eligible for something wonderful: the Lifetime Senior Pass to America's national parks and federal recreation lands. And the word lifetime is the magic here. You pay $80 one time, once, and you are done forever. That single pass gets you into more than 2,000 federal sites, the national parks, the monuments, the forests, the lakeshores, for the rest of your life. And it does not just cover you. When you drive up to the gate, it waives the entrance fee for everyone in your vehicle. So the grandkids in the backseat get in free too. Think about that. $80, one payment, and the natural wonders of an entire country are open to you and your family for good. You can buy it at any national park or order it online. It might be the best $80 you ever spend. Number 6. The food help that millions of seniors are too proud or too unsure to claim. I want to talk about this one carefully because there is a quiet shame attached to it that keeps good people from taking help they have every right to. It is the program most people still call food stamps, now known as SNAP. And here is the truth almost nobody says out loud. A huge number of older Americans who qualify for it never apply, and they give one of two reasons. Either they assume they earn too much to be eligible, or they feel that taking it is somehow beneath them. Let me gently push back on both. On the money, the income rules for seniors are often more generous than you would guess, because certain medical costs can be deducted, which can bring you under the line even if you did not think you would qualify. And on the pride, please hear this. You spent your entire life paying into this country. You worked, you raised families, you paid your taxes for decades. This is not a handout. This is a small piece of what you already funded, coming back to help you eat well in the years you earned. For a single senior, this can mean a couple $100s a month for groceries. That is real. That changes a month. You apply through your state's SNAP or social services office. If you have ever wondered whether you might qualify, the only way to know is to ask. There is no shame in it. There is only the question and the answer. Number 7, the program that keeps the heat on and the bills down. The last one is about staying comfortable and safe in your own home. Because for a senior on a fixed income, the heating bill in January or the cooling bill in August can become genuinely frightening. There is a federal program built for exactly this fear. It is called LEHEAP, the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. What it does is help you pay your heating and cooling bills, and in many states, it does even more. Some offer emergency help if you have already fallen behind and are facing a shutoff. Others will actually come and weatherize your home, sealing it up so it costs less to heat and cool in the first place, which saves you money every year that follows. This is one of the most underused programs for seniors in the entire country, and nobody is going to knock on your door and offer it. You have to reach out. Contact your state's LEHEAP office or your local community action agency and ask what energy help you qualify for. Being warm in winter and cool in summer is not a luxury. It is a need, and there is help built specifically to meet it. So now you have all 7. Let us pull them together, because a list you forget is a list that helped no one. Look back at what we covered. The property tax break that 9 out of 10 eligible people never claim. The Medicare savings programs that can hand you back more than $2,000 a year. The brand new senior bonus that lowers your taxes starting right now. The free experts who will sit down and find every dollar for you. The $80 pass that opens every national park for the rest of your life. The food help you already paid for with a lifetime of work. And the energy assistance that keeps you warm and safe at home. Add even a few of those together, and for a typical retiree, we are talking about thousands of dollars a year. Thousands. Not from doing anything clever, not from taking any risk, but simply from claiming what was already yours and asking the question nobody told you to ask. And that, in the end, is the whole secret. Every single one of these has the same lock on the door, and it is the same key that opens all of them. You have to ask. The county will not call you. Medicare will not call you. Your state will not send someone to your door. The entire system quietly assumes that if you do not raise your hand, you must not want it. So raise your hand. Pick just one from this list, the one that fits you best, and this week, make the phone call. Then next week, make the next one. Here is what I would love you to do right now, and it takes 10 seconds. If even one thing in this video might put money back in your pocket, subscribe to this channel, because this is exactly what we do here. We dig up the things nobody tells you about your money, about where to live, about how to make these years easier, and we tell you the plain truth about them. There is a lot more coming, and I do not want you to miss it. And then, do the kind thing. Share this with an older person you care about, and leave a comment below with the one benefit you did not know about, or a program that helped you, so the next person who watches learns from you too. The comment section on this channel has quietly become a place where people help each other, and you being here is part of that. Because you worked your whole life for this chapter, nobody should spend it overpaying for things they were promised simply because no one ever told them the money was there. Now you know. Go and claim it.